Hello everybody, welcome back to WineupTV. I am still your host, Wayne, and on today's show we have Tim, who's bringing us this one wine from Walla Walla, Foundry Vineyards. When we come back, Tim will tell us all he knows about this wine in a minute. Hey, welcome back. I am Wayne. Tim, say hi to all your fans.
Hi.
I think there's 4 of them out there now.
Okay.
Your dog, that's 5. So now you got 5 fans. All right, today's show, we're doing a wine from one of my favorite regions in Washington State and Oregon. This is one of the 2 AVAs that cross state lines. Walla Walla AVA, the American Viticulture area, and also the Columbia Gorge AVA. It touches both Washington and Oregon. And Slim and I went to Walla Walla about 3 weeks ago and stayed at an amazing place, Justin Basil's place. And wow, what a place that was. But it's just such a unique area. If you don't drink wine or eat good food, there's no reason to go there. Have you ever been to Walla Walla?
Yeah.
It's in the middle of nowhere. Wheat fields all around you and then grapevines. And since it's such a dry area with eastern Washington, or I should say Washington and Oregon, it's all high desert. So you got these patch quilt vineyards in between all this rolling wheat field. So it's one of those areas where you thought, wow, whoever thought about planting grapes there back in the day? And what they plant there is all cultivated and all controlled with the use of irrigation. So tell us a little bit about this. This is you brought this wine in here, and you know, again, I'll try anything from Walla Walla. I love it. I've never had a bad Walla Walla wine yet, and as it's looking, I don't think I will. But tell us everything you know about Foundry Vineyards.
So Foundry Vineyards started in 1998 when the 2 owners, Mark Anderson and Squire Broyle, planted an estate vineyard called Stonemarker Vineyard. Okay. And it's just 3.5 acre site in Walla Walla. And then they were selling the fruit to some other winemakers, and in 2003 they decided to start their own label. So they do a number of different blends. This wine happens to be predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon. It's 50% Cabernet Sauvignon, 33% Merlot, and then split evenly 8.5% Cab Franc and 8.5% Petit Verdot.
You must have read that.
I read the back label just already.
Did you? That's good. No, that's exactly it. And
they have a winemaker that they're working with. Her name is Allie Mayfield, and I think she's doing a great job. And this wine was put into barrel for 21 months. It's a combination of new and neutral, but all French oak on their barrels.
Okay. And
I think it's a very classic Bordeaux-inspired blend.
You know, that's very well said. It's very classic. It almost smells French, need I say. It's nicely integrated. I like the fact that it's half cab, and that the Petit Verdot and the Malbec Petit Verdot and the Cab Franc have a good positioning in this wine. It almost smells like a right bank wine. You know, it's got that nice kind of earthy notes to it. A little bit of olive, a little bit of eucalyptus.
The other thing for me about this wine is it's 2006, but the wine is still very youthful. It still has a lot of time that it could age and develop, I think. I mean, it shows well now, and it's very well balanced, but I also think it has the structure and the tannin that'll let it age for a number of years. It's
changed a lot since I first tasted it, a little while ago. It's nice. It's really opened up. What's the retail on this bottle, roughly?
Roughly $42 a bottle.
42 bucks. You know, if you're looking for something a little bit higher end, that's worth it. This is a very good wine. Did it get any press?
You know, this got 90 points in the Wine Advocate.
Okay.
It also got 90 points in the Wine Spectator.
Okay, there we go. 90-point wine, so it's a solid effort, and it's a wine that delivers on all accounts. And it is definitely a wine that you could lay down for a good 5 to 8 years. I'm not a huge fan of, if you guys know this, I'm not a huge fan of laying wines down till they lose all their fruity characters and turn into the dusty, old, leathery characters, which I don't mind drinking those wines. I've had some really good older wines lately. I've been so blessed to go to some of these tastings. But at the end of the day, I like a little bit of fruit left in the bottle, more so than not. And everybody's palate's different. Who am I to say? You know, we have different opinions about Chardonnay, and that's a beautiful thing. Everybody out there, you guys all have your own little palate and your own little little wines that you like. But always think outside the box. Always try to go to as many tastings as you can. And go on a wine tour here and there. You'll actually learn about wines, and go to all the tastings that you can. If if they're $20, $30, go to a tasting, take your notebook, write down what you're drinking, and try them. Because it's paramount to really start keeping track of what you drink and how your palate changes year to year to year to year. My palate's always changing. Anyway, so what's going on? Anything exciting?
That's about it.
That's it, huh?
Out on the streets.
Just hitting the streets, pimping wines?
Trying.
That's okay.
Trying.
You do a good job. I'll buy a lot of his wine. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for stopping by. And when we come back, we'll have some other wines from some other people. See you later.